Okay, so I'm going to do a little video series on how to teach marking, and the topic came up because somebody was asking me about contact heeling and how to train contact heeling. And contact heeling is just, I'll say it's just the dog understanding that instead of having to do focused heeling, he understands he can look at the decoy or whatever else you're doing. It might be a retrieve item, and going back and forth between the dog understanding look to marking. And what I told them was, if the dog understands how to mark first, it's a million times easier. It goes really quickly. Marking this exercise is something you can do with an 8-week-old puppy. I did it with my Malinois the day I got him, 7 weeks old. I'm going to be using some kibble today and some string cheese chopped up just because it's really easy. And this dog has not had any training. She actually just got here for some fostering purposes, so it'll be interesting to see how she does, but I wanted to show you guys how to do it with a dog that had zero training whatsoever, really on anything other than some basic pet obedience. She has no idea. So first thing I'm going to do is start off by putting some food in. So I've got a piece of string cheese. I've got my little bowl. You can use lids. Lids work really well. I've got a couple different, you don't have to use the same thing. And I like something smaller, still seeable, but somewhat small. So I'm going to set her up about 4 feet from the object, or from the target. I'm going to, with one hand, hold her collar, and with the other hand I'm going to mark. So my right hand comes across my body and holds the collar, and my left hand does the mark in exactly the way that I'm going to show it to her later in different pictures. So it's going to come across here. The second she looks at the bowl, yes, get it. I'm going to lead her right up to it, and the important thing is I want my hand to be just ahead of her face so she can see it, and so she understands that the mark is right down the line of my hand. I found this is super helpful with send-aways. If the dog really starts understanding a mark is always going to be straight in front, it really helps your send-away. So I'm going to do a couple reps of this. Go ahead and stop. So initially with this dog, first of all, this dog came from the shelter. She's likely had almost no training, so her brain isn't really open to learning. I could pull out a lot of other dogs that I have that would get this a lot quicker, but I purposely wanted to show you with a dog that would likely not instantly get it. I want to show you with a dog that you might have some problem, or she may have some problems. So one thing that she's doing is when I'm marking her, she's kind of chewing on my hand, kind of being goofy, and I'm almost having, when she looks, I'm almost having to lead her to it. Very quickly, especially with a Malinois or a working dog, they're going to be dragging you to it, and that's a good thing. You want them dragging you down the line of your hand. So you're putting a little bit of back pressure with this right hand coming across, you're putting a little back pressure, and you're using that opposition reflex to just surge forward down the line of your hand. And again, teaching that dog to intensify when they get a mark. You want them to intensify on that mark. So again, I'm going to do this. I'll bring her up forward. We'll do the middle one. Mark. Get it. Good girl. It can be a little tricky because you're not quite sure if she's looking or if she's looking in that area. But you know, you win some, you lose some. If it wasn't perfect, then you can redo it. The most important thing is keeping a leash on. Do not let the dog, don't try to wing it. If they divert and go eat the food over here, it's instantly going to reward them for doing the wrong thing. Later, when we're doing distance, you're going to be on a flexi or a long line. If you hate flexis, like 95% of you dog trainers out there, I love flexis, but that's just me. Come on, good girl. Good girl. So here's another one right here. As you can see, the couple days that she's been here, we've done, downs and recalls, so that's the behavior she's offering, and that's okay. Stop it again. Get it! Good girl. We'll end with that for today. I'm going to probably do, like I said, 2 or 3 more sets to just get my reps in. Obviously, a good idea to work when they're hungry. She's not for wanting, that's for sure. So a hungrier dog will intensify a little quicker. But stay tuned and I'll post her progress and the progression of getting a dog who truly understands to mark. Bye guys.